Hello, ladies. How y'all doing today? Unless you've been living on a rock, by now everybody knows about Fresh and Fit and how they got demonetized. Now, my reason for doing this little short video, I'm going to prove that these two, for as much as these two try to preach that men are logical and women are emotional, I'm going to prove how they weren't what they were preaching. These two were more arrogant than they were logical. And I'm about to prove it. Now, if they were logical, here's what they would have done. Regardless of how many followers they had, I heard they had millions of subscribers. Okay. They would have looked at the fact that they would have looked at the what if situation, right? Okay, we have this many followers, we making this YouTube money. We need to take this money that we're getting from YouTube and save for a rainy day. Because YouTube has demonetized many YouTubers. Many YouTubers. Some were white, some were black. But these two idiots were so arrogant that they didn't think like that. The logical thing they should have done was save, just in case. That's what ants do. Now they tried to pick at what's her name, the Queen Maker chick, for using answers as an example of men and stuff like that. But apparently, answers were more logical than they were. Because what do ants do? You always see ants saving for a rainy day. That's what these idiots should have done. And while making the YouTube money, they could have opened up other avenues. The same thing that Tasha K, Lovely T, and many others do. They could have opened up other avenues of making money. This way they wouldn't be completely dependent on YouTube. See, with the money they were making off of YouTube, they could have put that towards a website and put their content on there and do what Tasha K doing. They didn't have to overcharge their subscribers, right? They could have charged like $1.99 for a monthly subscription. And if they had millions of followers, or millions of subscribers, like I heard they have, $1.99, $1.99 would have added up quick. And they sitting up here talking about how these subscribers messaged them and said that they saved their lives. Well, these same subscribers, I'm willing to bet they would have paid $1.99 or $2.99, $3.99, $5.99, $6.99. This way, if they would have got demonetized from YouTube, their subscribers would have followed them to their website and paid a monthly subscription. And they wouldn't have been begging their followers like they're doing now for money to keep going. But wait a minute, that's not logical, right? According to them, only men think logical and women are emotional. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard that they had Lamborghinis for cars. I don't know if they rented them. I don't know if they bought them, but either way, Lamborghinis are very expensive. I also heard they live in apartments. So, buying a Lamborghini, expensive as that is, but you live in an apartment, that's not logical thinking. That it's not. Seemed more like they were thinking with their head between their legs because they were trying to use these cars to get chicks. And that was about it. I mean, I understand people need a way to drive around, but do you really need a Lamborghini when you already know how expensive they are? But just like I said, these idiots weren't thinking logical at all. So they didn't practice what they was preaching this whole time. And you have little boys and young dudes looking up to them as role models and following them and getting misled by them. They're misleading because they was pretending to be logical and making these young boys believe that they are logical, but they're not They're not logical at all. They were arrogant this whole time. What they did was teach these young men to be just as arrogant as they are. And my point is, logical people save up for a rainy day. Ants are more logical than they ever were. I know women who not even on YouTube, not even YouTubers, than these two Dusties ever were, apparently. But because we're women, we're emotional. We're not logical. Tonight with these two videos, I've already proven that men are not as logical as they're claiming they are. And I'll rest my case. Peace. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section. While you at it, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace.